Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Raiders are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Ravens team looking to avoid a costly mistake.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, finding some room at midfield. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Fighting through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. 2nd down, Mariota. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run here with Stewart. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Mariota. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Mariota now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Coleman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing. Not just for them to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Carlos Dunlap coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Halfback sent in motion. Third and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Dobbs now on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This is Coleman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's Coleman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Dobbs. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing is Mariota. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mariota on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Stewart. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Coming to you. 3, 2, 1.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down again. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Start out on the ground with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. On first and 10, Dobbs looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
First and 10. Here's Mariota. It's complete to Parker, left side. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Ravens have got it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun, Mariota. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Stewart. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Stewart. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mariota. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw is Mariota. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Mariota to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Coleman now. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Let's go!
And to give this time to the tailback. 20! And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. In the red zone this time. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Mariota. Caught by Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores. Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The toss play, Stewart. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it? Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. Now Mariota. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1. And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
sneak it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll toss it to Coleman. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that.